The Luhya is a tribe that is found in the western part of Kenya. They are Bantus who are believed to have moved from North Africa into Central and Southern Africa many years ago. Believed to be one of the tribes with many subtribes and a rich culture, beliefs and traditions, the Luhya tribe is associated with peace and unity. Hence, the Mulembe nation, derived from the word Mulembe, which is used as a greeting and also means peace in the Luhya community. These are the Luhya subtribes and their brief history by listing. We have the Kisa, Marama, Totos, Maragoli, Idakho, Bukusu, Wanga, Cabras, Hayo, Hayo, Nyala Nyala Samia, Marachi, Turiki, Isuka, Tachonyi, and Batura. Let's now look at each subtribe in depth. We start with the Kisa. The Kisa, also known as Abashisa or Abakisa, they lived around Huisero and speak in a dialect known as Olushisa. The clan of the Kisa include Ababuli, Abakambuli, Abahobore, Abakwabi, Abamurono, Abaruli, Abashirota, Abalukulu, Abamanyulia, Abashirandu, Abamatundu, Abachero, and Abalakai. The second Luhya subtribe is the Marama. The Marama live mainly around Butere. They speak in Marama dialect. Some of the clans of Marama include Abashitsaha, Abachea, Abatere, Abashirota, Abamuhula, Abarechea, Abamumbia, Abamatundu, Abanyuhu, Abahuli, Abatoho, Abashieni, Abamani, Abashikalie, Abakara, Abatai, and Abatote. The third Luhya subtribe is the Batoto. The Toto live in the western part of Kakamega and speak in a dialect known as Olutoto. The major clans of the Toto include Abamweche, Abashisiru, Abashibo, and Abangonya. The fourth tribe of the Luhya are the Maragoli. The Maragoli are among the hugely populated subtribes of the Luhya. They occupy the Higa region and speak in the Lulokoli dialect. The clans of Maragoli include, but not limited to, Abasanga, Abagizunda, Abamumbaya, Abamuzuzu, Abamazingira, Abamasero, Abasali, Abagizungu, Abagamuguywa, Abasaki, Abamageza, Abagizembwa, Abagirima, Abamabi, Abamudembe, Abayonga, Abasanyaga, Abakembembe, Abagonda, Abanondi, Abalogovo, Abazweta, and Abavurugi. The fifth is the Idakho. The Idakho live in the southern region of Kakamega County. The dialect of the Idakho is called Luidakho. The Idakho, like most Luhya subtribes, practice circumcision of the males as a rite of passage from childhood to adulthood. Some of the clans of the Idakho include Abangolori, Abamahani, Abamusari, Abashiangala, Abamasaba, Abakobe, Abakase, Abahubi, Abashitiula, Abamahani, and Ababwanishiri. The Idakho people are one of the Luhya subtribes known for amazing cultural practices like the Isukuti dance. Other activities that the Idakho people involve in include pot making and gold digging along River Nyala and River Sigalagala. We move to the Bukusu tribe. The Bukusu is one of the largest Luhya subtribes of Kenya. The Bukusu live in Bungoma and Mount Elgon region. They speak in Olubukusu and practice circumcision as a rite of passage from childhood to adulthood. The Bukusu myth of origin states that their god, known as Werehakaba, created the first humans, Mwambu and Sela, who gave rise to the entire tribe. The Bukusu has so many clans. A clan constitutes of a people of common ancestry. These clans include Abatura, Abamalaba, Abanyuaka, Abanyangari, Abamware, Abakikai, Abameme, and Abasumbi, among others. The Wanga subtribe. The Wanga speak Oluwanga dialect and live in Matungu and Mumias region. The Wanga was under the rulership of Nabongo Mumia, and being a subtribe with 22 clans, it was a subtribe that was fortified in both food resource and security. The clans of the Wanga include Ababure, Abamulembwa, Abashitsetse, Abakolwe, Abalibo, Abangayo, Abaleka, Abachero, Ababonwe, Abatsoye, Abamurono, Abashieni, Abakulubi, Abangare, Abamwende, Abamwima, Abashikawa, and Abamuniafu. The Cabras subtribe. The Cabras occupies the north region of Kakamega. Their language is Olkabarasi, a dialect that sounds nearly the same as Abatachoni dialect. The Cabras split from the Abanyala subtribe. Today, they occupy Malava and Cabras regions in Kakamega County. The Cabras are living between three other subtribes, namely Tachonyi, Isuka, and Abanyala. It is believed that the word Cabras derived from Abalasi, a word that means mighty hunters or warriors. This name denotes the fierceness of the Cabras people as they engaged in endless battles with the Nandi community for cattle and pastures. It is believed that they lost their numbers to these fights, and that is why they are among the fewer Luhya subtribes by numbers as compared to the Bukusu and the Maragoli. One interesting belief that the Cabras hold dearly is that they are descendants of Nagwiro, who is linked with Nimrod of the Bible. Most Cabras would state this as a matter of fact. Some of the Cabras clans include, but not limited to, Abahusia, Abamachina, Abamatuma, Abasonje, Abalu, Abatobo, Abamakangala, Abamutsembi, Abachetsi, and Abashu. Nabongo Mumia of the Wanga was the ruler of the Cabras. A Cabras elder represented them at the Council of Elders and saw to it that they got what every other subtribe under the ruler got. The most known elder to have represented the Cabras in the Council of Elders was Soita Ribukana. Soita came from Luichi village located in central Cabras, not far from Chegulo market. The Cabras are among the Luhya subtribes who welcomed Arthur Chilson, a missionary who established Quakers missionary churches that were christened as Friends Church. The missionary lived among them and even had his children speaking in Cabras. This happening showed another side of the Cabras who were believed to be fierce. They could also be hospitable. We move to the Abanyore subtribe. The Banyore occupy Bunyore region in Vihiga. They speak in a dialect known as Olunyore. Some of the clans of the Abanyore include Abamutete, Abakanga, Abayangu, Abamukunzi, Abanangwe, Abasiloli, Abasiralo, Abalonga, Aberanyi, Abatongoi, Abasihare, Ababai, Abahaya, Abamangali, Abasubi, Abasakami, Abamuli, Abasirati, and Abasiekwe. The other subtribe is the Abahayo. The Hayo subtribe occupy the Matayos region in Busia County and Nambale. The Hayo speak in a language known as Olohayo. Some of the clans in the Hayo subtribe include Abasota, Abahavi, and Abaguri. We move to the Abanyala Bandombi and the Abanyala Babusia. The Nyala occupy Busia County and speak Olunyala. Other Nyala can also be found in Kakamega in the northern west region. The Nyala groups who occupy Kakamega are known as Abanyala Bakakamega or Abanyala Bandombi. Though the Banyala Bakakamega might be living in a different location, they speak the same dialect as Abanyala Babusia. In fact, the Banyala Bakakamega lived in Busia before being led to Kakamega by their leader called Muhamba. Muhamba was a leader among the Banyala Bakakamega, but he is not the only notable leader, as they also had a colonial chief known as Ndombi, also known as Ndombi wa Namusia, who was a very powerful political figure who was entrusted with political and social affairs of his people until he was succeeded by his own son known as Andrea. The clans within the Abanyala include Abahafu, Ababenge, Abaisa, Abayundo, Abachimba, Abadavani, Abasiondo, Abachende, Abaegere, Abakangala, Abayaya, Abaoho, Abasacha, Abamwaya, Abaseya, and many more. Since the clans share a common ancestry, it's a taboo for the Banyala to marry from the same clan. We move to the Samia. The Samia live majority in southern parts of Busia, currently Busia County. Part of the Vasamia occupy eastern Uganda. The main economic activities of the Samia are fishing in Lake Victoria, crop farming, and animal rearing. The Samia value music, and most of their ceremonies are punctuated by cultural songs and folk tales. Among the many clans of the Samia are Abalala, Abadongo, Abatobona, Abasonga, Ababuri, Abahulo, Ababukaki, and Abakangala. We move to the Marachi. The Abamarachi speak in a dialect called Olmarachi and live in Butula in Busia County. The Marachi trace their ancestry from Ngono Mwami's father, who was also known as Marachi, the son of Musebe. Musebe was the son of Sirikwa. The Marachi were a fierce people who fought the Luo of Jok Amolo, who were expanding to exercise control of Nzoia and Sio rivers. The Marachi won the war and gained control of Port Victoria and Sio Port. They used these ports as a fishing grounds. Some of the Marachi clans include Ababere, Abade, Abasubo, Abafofoyo, Abamuchama, Abangayo, Ababule, Abatelia, Abapuati, Abasumia, Abarano, Abamulembo, among others. We move to the Turiki subtribe. Like the name suggests, the Turiki occupy the Turiki region of Vihiga. The Turiki speak Old Tirichi dialect. Some of the clans in the Turiki are Abaluhova, Abaguga, Abasuba, Abaumbo, Abamabi, Abadura, Abamuli, Abarimuli, Abasianiga, Abaluhombe, Abamiluha, Abachisungu, and Abajisinde. We move to the Isuka subtribe. The list of Luhya subtribes wouldn't be complete without mentioning the Isuka. The Isuka occupy the eastern part of Kakamega County and is also known for the Isukuti dance. Some of the clans in Isuka include the Abakusi, Abakondi, Abamwilonje, and Abamahalia. We move to the Tachonyi subtribe. The Tachonyi occupy Bungoma, Lugari, and Malava regions. They speak in Olutachonyi dialect. Some of the clans of the Tachonyi include Abasioya, Abavia, Abasangalo, Abangachi, Abatecho, Abachambai, Abamarakalu, Abaengele, among others. Other Tachonyi clans include Sanyak that occupies Tanzania and Sanyaga clan living among the Maragoli of Kenya. We summarize with the Abatura subtribe. Abatura speak Olutura and are found in the three Mulembe counties of Kakamega, Busia, and Bungoma. The main clans are Abahauka, for a lady Nahauka, who are mainly found in Hasoko area of Bungoma County. Abahibe, for a lady again Nashibe, found partly in Mungore and Namatotoa again in Bungoma County. Abamutiru, for a lady called Namutiru, are found in both Lunganyiro and Nanyeni sublocations of Koyonzo location in Matungu. Lastly, we have the Abatsoye, for a lady Nabatsoye, who are found in the following sublocations: Matungu, Munami, Mirere, Namamali, Lunganyiro, Nanyeni, Musamba, and Hala. It's also to be noted that Abashibe are also found in Mirere and Koyonzo sublocations. Welcome to Western Kenya and experience the hospitality of the Luhya, known as the Mulembe Nation, known for peace and their warm greetings whenever you interact with them. Welcome to Africa, welcome to Kenya, welcome to Western region of Kenya, and meet the hospitable Luhya tribe. Welcome to the Mulembe Nation.